To achieve your goals and get to the person you want to be in the future, we all have that best version of ourselves in our mind, but to get there, you need to work on your micro habits. And I know everyone talks about micro habits, but it's not as easy as you think to get into it. But in this video, I'm gonna share with you only 5 habits that I actually started doing for more than 2 months now, and I've been seeing a difference in my life and how I got into them without skipping any day, not doing any of them. If you're new here, hi, I'm Abir, and on this channel you're gonna find everything you would think about. My first language is Arabic. It's not English, but I'm trying my best to do both languages on this channel. I actually just filmed this video in Arabic and now I'm refilming it in English. So I'm so glad you're here and thank you for coming and clicking on this video, because that means you are actually trying to change your life. The main reason I'm posting this video is because I am working towards being the best version of myself, towards getting into my future self, and I want to share this journey with you, and maybe I can motivate you to start working on yourself as well and get into that best version of yourself now. I'm gonna try to be very short in this video and talk about everything I want to talk about very quickly, just to get into the point. I do not want to take so much time of your day. So let's get into it right away. As I mentioned in this video, I'm gonna be talking about 5 habits only that I started doing for 2 months now, and I've actually started seeing difference in how I feel, how I think, how my day goes, how my life in general is changing. The first habit, which is also the most important habit, is the phone. I set a rule for myself: no phones for at least 1 hour before sleeping and at least 30 minutes after waking up. If you think about it, phones are not healthy in general if you come to mental health or health in general. We all know how the screen has that blue light, and that is not good for your eyes, not good for your brain. That screen in general in a dark room, on bed, before sleeping is not good for your mental health, not good for your health, not good for your eyes. When I used to scroll on social media before sleeping and then just go to bed right away and then wake up in the next morning, I just used to feel my eyes are too heavy and like my mind and my head are not in the right place. And I knew that is because of the phone and the light from the phone. Another thing is the content that we consume before sleeping should not be other people's life or the sadness we see on social media or even the happiness. The last thing we want to consume before sleeping is something healthy. Maybe reading a book, maybe journaling, maybe doing some yoga, listening to a good podcast instead of just consuming. I am a content creator and I am on social media so much, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be so honest with you: social media is fake. What people share in social media is not true, and even if it is, it's only a part of their life. No one, or maybe very rare people, who actually share their struggles on social media instead of just their happy moments. And when you're only consuming those happy moments from other people's life, you're gonna start comparing your life to them. And I used to do that, and I still do that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, because that is what makes social media very dangerous, is the comparison that you do when you consume other people's life on social media. Everyone just posts about their best life, their best time. They like everything they do is their best things. They only share about that. They do not share about when they are broken, when they are crying, what's going on actually inside of their life. They only share the happy side of their life. And then when you're going through it in your own life and you see those other people having so much money, living, traveling, doing, eating, whatever, you start comparing yourself and asking, what wrong am I doing here? What is wrong with me? Why I'm not like them? And that is so wrong, and that was me. And these things that I started doing step by step actually changed this mentality, and I knew my time is coming, and maybe it came. Maybe I'm living my best life now compared to other people in their early 20s. So never compare yourself to other people. Never. Which that means you should not consume social media at least an hour before sleeping and half an hour after waking up, because all you're gonna do, consume that emotion and maybe cry sometimes, because I used to too. So instead of that, you can read, you can journal, you can stretch, you can listen to podcasts, you can do anything you want except holding that phone and getting your eyes to start hurting or even your mental health to start comparing. We don't want that. The second habit is journaling. When you start journaling and putting everything you think about on a paper, and you start actually seeing what you're thinking about and what making you sad and what's stressing you out, you actually start understanding yourself more, and you start trying to find a solution that actually works. I never used to journal before, and when everyone said you have to start journaling, maybe that will help, I used to be like, why would journaling help me? Why would putting my thoughts down help me? But then when I actually started doing that, and I am an overthinker, so when I actually started putting all my thoughts on a paper and I started seeing them, I started saying, okay, that makes sense why I'm feeling this way. I can find a solution for this. But you think about it, when you have so many thoughts in your mind, you cannot make a map in your mind and just see them and then work on them. But when you actually put everything you're thinking about on a piece of paper, you start creating a map. You start seeing what is consuming your mind more, what is making you think about that, why are you thinking about that, how I can solve it. So journaling is very important, and one of the journals that I really love, and I actually found it at Dollarama, is this one. This one has like a gratitude goals and journal spaces, and I'm gonna show you it from the inside. That is the inside. It has like a date here, and that is basically the morning side, and that's the evening side. First here it asks you about happy moments, quote of the day, morning reflection, I'm grateful for, what's bothering me, how I can solve it, and then in the evening, what are some self-improvements you did today, tomorrow I want to do whatever, and then how I felt today, and some reflection from the evening. And here you can create whatever you want, and you can do whatever you want in this space. So this is actually have been helping me. I've been using it for some times now, and I just actually feel like I don't overthink as I used to do, and I don't stress out as I used to do. I have such a bad anxiety, and I stress out about anything that comes to my way, and that was bad. That wasn't healthy for me or people around me. I don't know how, but I actually started controlling this anxiety and stress so much, and I don't feel the way that I used to. I still stress, don't get me wrong, I still stress, but so much less than before, and I actually can control my emotions now. It's not like before, and I feel like these habits that I'm talking about today actually help me to get through this. On the other side, it has the goals version side, which it says what is your goal and what category it is in work, health, relationship, finance, etc. And then when would it be, when do you want it completed by? You can say today, this week, this month, 3 to 6 months, this year, or others. And why do you want it? What obstacles you may face? My action plan, and the tasks you should do before getting it. When did you achieve that goal, and what reward did you give yourself after? I really like that because I have so much goals in my life. I am a person who every day sets a new goal, and that is not good. That is not healthy. Setting new goals without setting plans before and actually getting to know why do I want to get there is not good. Do not do that. But I actually put a lot of goals and plans in my mind, and I never work on all of them because I do not have time to do that. But this journal is important. It does not have to be the same. You can find that anywhere, but Dollarama is literally the cheapest, and it's very, very good. As I said, journaling is important, just to put all your emotion down on a paper, see your thoughts, and actually start taking action on how you can resolve the things that you're going through. Now let's talk about the third habit, which is a habit that I've actually had for a really long time. Since I was a kid, I like it, which is reading. I read so much and I write so much, and that is just who I am. Since I was very young, I like to write anything and I like to read. I'm not gonna lie though, when I was younger, all the things that I used to love reading were poem or romantic stories, etc. But now what I read mostly is self-help books and business books and learning actually something books. So I'm gonna put you on 5 books that I've read lately or I am currently reading, and I'm gonna tell you why I like it and where you can find it. Let's start with these books. I bought this 2 years ago and I started reading the first one, which is this one, and I loved it. I loved it from the first page, 2 pages. I actually loved it, and I started saying like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, yes, I love this thinking, I love this way. I never got to finish it because I started reading other books and I don't know. But what I'm planning to do now, when I finish my current book that I'm reading right now, I am gonna read this one right away, and then after I finish it, I am gonna read the second version. So I'm gonna read them back to back and take notes, and of course, once I finish both, I am gonna do a video and tell you what I learned from it and how you should learn it too. But I do recommend buying these because I actually went through a lot of this book. Like, I finished more than half of it, and I really loved it. It actually changed the way I think about myself and about people, and I actually started to say like, hell yeah, why would I give an F about someone's opinion or about how other people think of me? And actually that is something I really love about myself, is I actually do not give an F about what other people think of me, because I will live my life only once and no one is gonna live it for me. So I better do what I like and I better do what makes me me. You can find this book on Amazon, and I have it on my front store, on my Amazon front store. It's in the description. You can click on the link and you can find it. Second book that I'm reading currently, which is Atomic Habits. I really like this book because it just made me motivated to actually start putting my micro habits into place and actually not skipping them and put a plan for my habits. But I'm gonna say something. This book is already something that I know I should do, and it's already something that I know should exist. It's not like it teaches you in a specific way how to get into a routine and a plan. Like, it does have kinda something like that, but it won't actually help you unless you want to help yourself and actually get into those plans and those tasks you want to do in your life or daily life. But this book helped me in a way that I already knew I should get into those habits. I already should have a plan on how I should spend my days and like divide my tasks, etc. But I never actually felt like doing it. So this book encouraged me, motivated me to start doing this, and it actually made me disciplined on my habits. So I really recommend it if you want something like that and if you are a person who's willing to do so. You will also find this on Amazon. I have it on my Amazon front store and the link in my description. Now the last 2 books, they are English books translated into Arabic, and I have the Arabic version of them, but I'll tell you their names. This one is the Body Language book, and if you need to know who's lying to you in your face or what other people are thinking when you're talking, etc., you need to read this book because it teaches you specific actions like that people make day to day, or when you're talking to them or when you're making eye contact. It teaches you what each thing or body language or whatever like movement they do. It teaches you what they mean behind it or what's the meaning behind it. And the author is Barbara or Barbara, I don't know. Like, here in Arabic you can literally say Barbara, but I know that does not make sense. I think it's Barbara, and the last name is Pease. That's how I read it in Arabic, so I'm not sure, and it's not written in English. But yeah, it says noun plus Barbara Pease. And I really love this book. I really like this book. I haven't finished it yet. I'm almost in half of it, but like there are so much to learn from. It has like it's divided into parts, and like it shows you like when someone does that and like how you can read their faces, their like whatever. You got what I mean. But I really love this book. I did not find it on Amazon, but I am sure you can find it somewhere else. It's called The Body Language Book by Barbara, and I'll put the name and the author in the caption or description. Okay, now this book, this is Chicken Soup for the Soul, and I have it in the Arabic version, and it has one-on-one essays or stories to learn from. And I got this as a gift from my teacher in high school. I've actually had this book for more than 7 years. But you guys, when I read this book, I was either 13, 14 or 15. I actually do not remember because it was around 7 years or more before. When I read this book, even though I was very young, but it actually shocked me and I felt like, oh my god, life is so like wow, you know, and I was very young. So I'm waiting to finish my current book that I'm reading, and then I am gonna also start reading this. I'm gonna be reading 2 books at the same time, but this book, I remember when I was reading it, there are so much notes that I took from. You can even see that I highlighted so much of it. So I'm so excited to reread this book because I know it changed the way I think before, and I'm sure it's gonna change the way I think now. And I'm actually just looking at it right now. It says the English version of it here. It's a Chicken Soup for the Soul, 101 Stories to Open the Heart and Rekindle the Spirit. I really like that. You should read it. I'll try to find it on Amazon and maybe add it to my Amazon storefront, so you can find it in the description for sure, either the name, the link, or in my Amazon front store. Our 4th habit is taking care of your body. The way you eat, the way you work out, the way you spend the day is important. For me, before, I used to not actually take care of the way I eat. Like, I used to eat anything, whatever, and I did not used to work out. And even if I did, it was like seasons feeling like working out. Like, one day I feel like it, 10 days I don't, and then I cancel my subscription with the gym and I never go anymore to the gym. So I never was actually disciplined with my gym journey or working out journey, and I used to hate walking. Like, who the hell wants to get up in the morning and go on a walk by themselves? That was me. Yeah, I used to think this way. If you think about it, whatever you put into your body, you will get in return. So if you eat junk food all the time right now, and chocolate and salt a lot, and like you don't take care of your eating habits, if not now, in the future, that is going to affect your body from the inside out. The way your body is shaped, the way your face is gonna look like, the acne you're gonna get, and all the organ failure you're gonna get. That is not good. You should start taking care of your eating habits, and I can make a whole new video about that. And I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect in the way I eat. I still eat so much bad things from day to day, from time to time, but I am trying to take as much care as I can about my eating. And I've been actually getting into a system, into a diet, a specific diet. I still eat carbs, I still eat vegetables, I eat protein. I did not cut sugar fully, but I balance, and balancing is the most important part of the whole thing. Your body is the most important thing in the life. Like, if you lose your health, life does not mean anything anymore, because your health is what making you live now and what's making you happy or sad. Sometimes something happens in your body and you're like just feeling tired and you don't know what's going on. That is because you're staying in bed all day, or you're not going on that walk, or you're not going into the gym, or you're not eating good. Of course you're gonna feel tired. I always had a fast metabolism, so I always was so skinny, like so skinny to the way I was not happy with my body. Even though I used to eat so much bad stuff, I never used to get like in better shape or like gain some weight. So I hated that. I did not like it. And I would say about a year ago I started loving my body, because I started eating in a different way and actually gaining some weight. But 5 months ago, I went into the gym, I started there, and I made a plan for myself. You have to get into a plan to not skip, and discipline is important. Motivation will come and go. Discipline is the key. Motivation is not the key. The motivation comes one in a lifetime, and then you lose it, and then everything you built you will lose. So that's why motivation is not the key, discipline is. When you fight yourself to get up and go, that's where you are actually motivated or disciplined, you know. So what I did is I made a plan for my workout. How many days a week do I want to work out? What I want to work out on? Why am I working out? Do I want to build muscles and be like a bodybuilder, or I want to just keep my shape in place, or I want to be healthy and have muscles and have a strength? I got into a specific plan for my body, and I managed how much I want to eat in a day. Like, not calorie count. I do not do calorie count because that is hard for me, and not even like carbs or anything, but just in a way like how many meals I want to eat in a day. 3. How many snacks do I want to have in a day? 2 or 3. Protein wise, carbs wise, vegetable wise, but I never measure anything. I just eat the way my eye likes it. but I know that I'm eating in a better way now. Eating and working out are so important for your health and for your body, so make sure you start getting into a plan. Last thing I want to talk about is drinking water. Drinking water is very important. As a habit or not, that is very important for your body. Literally, water is a detox for your body. You know, like when you eat all of these bad things or whatever going on in your body, water detoxes it. So water will clean your kidneys, your liver, and your body in general. Even your blood, water will clean it. So make sure you are drinking at least 2 liters a day. That's the least you can drink. My battery died and I have to change the battery, but whatever. I was saying, you know those bottles that are not Stanley cups, but like they are just big bottles with like water level to them. I bought one and it has 1.5 liters of water. So what I do is every morning I just fill it up fully and then I start drinking it, and I make sure I finish it at least 4 to 5 hours before bed or even 3 hours before bed, and then I just refill half of it or even all of it and drink as much as I could before bed so I can get at least 3 or 2.5 liters of water a day. And another most important thing is keep a bottle of water beside your bed so when you wake up you can drink water. Because imagine sleeping for 6 to 9 hours without consuming water, and then when you wake up you don't also drink water. That is not healthy. You need that water for the dehydration you went through while sleeping and for just feeling better, because I do not want to wake up and having thirst in my mouth and just feeling dehydrated and tired while you're in bed and you just got up or like woke up. Grab that water bottle from your desk or whatever is beside you and chuck some water. It's so easy to do so. Okay, you guys, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am gonna try to film a video every week, at least one video. I am not sure if I'll have time to film in both languages, Arabic and English though. And if I do, I will for sure, but make sure you keep an eye on my channel. And if you did like this video and you would like to see me posting more about these kind of stuff, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and do not forget to check the description for all the things that we talked about today and I mentioned today in this video. I just want to let you know that I am posting this video because I am on my self-growth journey and like getting into the best version of myself, and I do want to share this with you so maybe I can motivate you to start doing your own things to get into the best version of yourself as well. And I just want to share my growth journey with someone, so when I get into the best version of myself in the future and look back at those videos to see who actually supported me and who actually was commenting on my videos and who was the first 10k subscribers on the YouTube channel. So this journey is for both of us, for you to get motivated and start doing things, and for me to share my life, the things that I do that helps me with you. Thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe. Bye!